All right, says we are live. Hey, it's Kenny with Helicopter Flying Ground School. We're going to tell you about some deals, and then we're going to talk about the last update to the Helicopter Flying Handbook, because we had a question from a member inside Private Pilot, and we're going to talk about that. Actually, we're going to shoot in a video, and we'll just edit out that part. So it'll be kind of fun. It'll be the first video in the Private Pilot course. And before we get to that, Private Pilot right now, the deal, the big deal. Heather just drew this out for you in color. Private Pilot, 12 months access right now, $397. That saves you $767 if you're paying month to month at full price. That's a freaking hot deal you can get right now on our website, helicopterground.com, link down below the video. Pro Pilot, 24 months, $597. That's a savings of $400. Pro Pilot includes private pilot, commercial pilot, instrument pilot, certified flight instructor. Save $400 on that right now at $597. So that's Pro Pilot, 24 months access. Pro Pilot Lifetime, normally $1,800, I think. That's $803 off, $997. 3 people signed up in the last 2 days for Pro Pilot Lifetime, meaning you keep all of those, they do not expire. If it takes you 5 years to get your ratings, training's there. All of those ratings together will cost you $9,600 at average price at ground school if you paid for all that ground time. And then the big one, and we're going to give away Private Pilot Study Guides with this one, $100 value there, $97 value. That's $2,800. We sell Lifetime, where we do 6 Zooms with you, with either, well, with both of us, with me and Brian Rutledge, our operations manager. People love the Zooms. They've loved the ones with me, and they love the ones with Brian. We both have, different teaching style, but they like them either way, and we'll double team these, I guess you might want to say, where we'll do 3 with Brian, 3 with me. That's Pro Pilot Lifetime, private pilot, commercial pilot, instrument pilot, certified flight instructor, Lifetime, 6 Zoom sessions, one-on-one, where we get on Zoom and work with you. We say 1 hour, and they'll always go over, because we like to teach, and we'll get on there, and they usually run an hour and a half. And we're going to send you the Private Pilot Study Guide. This thing is rocking. Brian Rutledge, our operations manager, put that together. Well, most of you already know what it is. This is over 400 questions. Preparing for a rating. We just did our final approach course with Kyle Nace. We used this on the Zooms. There's your deals. So we'll talk about the Helicopter Flying Handbook here in just a minute. You can also save on the monthly packages. So I'm going to have Heather cue that up and have her show you the deals that include the monthlies. If you have that ready, Heather, you got it ready?
Yep, ready.
Go ahead, roll it. Memorial Day sale is on now. All of our courses have a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee, no hassle guarantee. We've had that in place for 10 years. Heather's right here, and she's talking to you in chat. You can text or call her anytime at 574-767-1797. HOGS memberships, you can save on anything. Whether you've never been with us or you want to come back or you want to switch from what you currently have, here are our deals. Private Pilot, normally $97 a month. Now is only $67 a month until June 1st. That's $30 a month as long as you keep the course. Anybody can get that deal now, and you're locked in at $30 off. We'll jump over here to Advanced Pilot. Same thing. That's normally $97, now only $77. That's Private Commercial Instrument CFI. Private Commercial Instrument CFI. What am I thinking?
Yep.
That's all of them, all the courses. Then we have a 12-month deal that we normally call the 12 months pay for 6 access. So that would normally cost you $1,164 if you want month to month. We have a 6-month deal, and we just counted that, $397. So that's a savings of $767 on that one. So there's 3 options for you: Private Pilot monthly, Private Pilot 12 months access, that's the smoking hot deal, or Advanced Pilot, that's $20 off a month as long as you keep the courses. Then we go down here to the more advanced stuff, and we have the Professional Pilot 24 months, normally $997. That is $597, save $400, ends June 1st. Then your Professional Pilot Lifetime, that's all the courses. Professional Pilot 24 months access is all the courses. Professional Pilot Lifetime, normally $1,800, and people pay full price for this because you keep it. It never expires. That is only $997 through June 1st. That's savings today of $803. And then Professional pilot with 6 Zoom sessions. That's $2,800. People pay $2,800 for lifetime with the 6 Zooms that are invaluable to those of you that need that one-on-one help. Now only $1,997. That ends June 1st. So today you can also save $803. So any questions, we'll go back up here. Text or call Heather, 574-767-1797. You can also email her, heather@helicopterground.com. She monitors the phone 7 days a week, so you can call or text anytime. Same thing with the email. We answer emails 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. We don't wait. You email us on Friday night. We don't wait till Monday. You get a response from us. All right, so those are our deals. And what inspired the video that we're going to make today, well, we're making it right now while we're live. We're going to edit this out, and it'll be the first video inside the private pilot course. Inside the private pilot course, we have a video where we talked about this in 2019. And I also said, you know, now that it's 2019, well, now when you go to watch Private Pilot, you go, well, this video is 2019. Somebody was confused recently and said, well, is there another update? And there's not. The one put out in 2019 is still your current manual. So I thought, well, we'll just reshoot a brand new video because Heather and I watched the one that's in Private Pilot right now. And it's a little stiff. 3 years, we've gotten laxed in here and comfortable in here. We were brand new to this hangar when we made that video prior to it. So let's talk about what you need to know about the Helicopter Flying Handbook. So I'll just pause for a second so we can edit this out. Hey, welcome to Private Pilot Helicopter Land Ground School. You're going to hear us talking about this book throughout your training in the private pilot course. It's now like 192 videos. This is what we call your helicopter Bible. And along the way, somebody was offended by this and said, oh, well, you shouldn't call that, you know, this type of book a Bible. Well, many of us call it that, right? And the reason we call it that is because this is the book you need to be using, whether you're working on private pilot, instrument pilot, commercial pilot, certified flight instructor. We're all expected to know the information in this book. Designated pilot examiners are also told to be using this book for training and testing, okay? And if you look in the beginning of it, it tells you that. It's spelled out in here who should be using it. Anybody going for a helicopter pilot rating should be using this book. When they update this, we will update this inside the course. So just because it says 2019, don't think, oh, this is an old video. Maybe this book is not still valid. This is the current book. And when something big changes, we'll let you know. And one of the things that I want to point out is, for many, many years, we talked about this thing called settling with power. And there was a lot of controversy for years about settling with power, vortex ring state, and different countries using different terminology. So as you're going through our private pilot course, 192 videos to come, you're going to hear us reference selling with power, okay? Because some of these videos were made more than a couple years ago, and or a person like me who I've been flying since 97, so selling with power is ingrained in my brain. And we just had training for 2 weeks here ago. We had 3 members come in, and when we're having our discussions, selling with power just still came out of my mouth, okay? Because for so many years you're talking about selling with power. Well, now they've changed it and it's called vortex ring state, and that's mentioned in this book. This was in the update that they now call it vortex ring state. So as you're going through our private pilot course, as you continue through it, realize that if we say selling with power, it's now officially called vortex ring state. So this talk doesn't come up quite so much anymore like it used to, because it was, like I said, there was a lot of controversy before they opened this up. So as you go through our private pilot course, you want to be working with this. You can go online, find it at Sporties or other places and buy it, probably Amazon. I'm sure you can probably get it. Price now, because of the world we're living in, the shortage has probably went up. It used to be around 20 bucks, might be a little bit more. But the beauty of that is you can go to the FAA website and you can download this for free. So you don't have to spend any money to get this book. If you're in the generation that likes electronics and that's what you want to use, that's more than acceptable. If you're old school like me and you want the hardback, paperback copy, order one up. I mean, you're going to spend anywhere from $20,000 to $100,000 on your helicopter training. You can spend 20 bucks on a book. Having both is nice. Have the paperback copy and have the digital copy too. So, as you're working through Private Pilot, this is what we call the Helicopter Bible, okay? As you're being tested with the either designated pilot examiner or the FAA examiner, when they ask you questions, if you're having a conversation and you're using information that came from this book, you're not gonna fail, right? It's as far as we're concerned, the FAA is concerned, this is where the information should be coming from for aerodynamics, performance, and a lot of different subjects. So if you are stating something out of this book, you know it's golden. And we get questions from a lot of people like, well, hey, how about the military helicopter book? And what about this book somebody else wrote? Or, you know, a lot of these other publications and things that people put out could be great sources of material. I'm not going to say there's anything out there that's not valuable, because any piece can be valuable, but the FAA doesn't recognize the military, whatever it's called in the military. I'm sure they have some type of book similar to this that's the military version, but we're flying in the civilian world as far as what we do here at Helicopter Airline Ground School and what our members do. So this is the book, Helicopter Flying Handbook. Again, the last big update was 2019. That's been a while ago. This is currently the book. When they make a big change, we'll let you know. I've seen 3 of these since 1997. 3 different versions where everything changed. And trust me, each version gets better. They're more colorful, there are better illustrations. The ones I started using when I started flying, I think it was called the Rotorcraft Flying Handbook, I think is what it was called. Anyway, it had all these old ugly drawings and it was pretty gross. So be happy that this is actually a pretty good copy. And remember, as you're going through the private pilot training, if you hear us state sailing with power, according to this book, it is now called vortex ring state. So make a comment down below and we'll see you in the next video inside Private Pilot. And there you go. Done. New video produced for the Private Pilot course. That is the first That is the first video inside the Private Pilot course. Why? Because it's that important. And you need to have this from the very beginning. And you need to have it through all your training. You're going to be referencing it, talking about it, looking things up. Your instructor will be talking about it. We'll be using it if you're inside ground school with us. And when you go to your check ride, you're going to have a copy there, whether you have the paperback or you have the digital version or you have both. This is what you're going to want to be referencing. So there you go. All right. So one more time, if you want to view that or cue that video up for just to be used shortly here, I'm going to reiterate the value in this training. We've been online 10 years. And every day we get the comments, every day we get the emails, we get the pictures for the HOGS Wall of Fame behind me. If you're new to us, this is the HOGS Wall of Fame in the background. It's about full. And we continue to put our members up on the wall. We throw them in videos when we put people up. Our training speaks for itself. It's proven. We've been around a long time and we're not going anywhere. So all these prices are really, really good deals now that end June 1st, which is tomorrow. This is the 31st. So June 1st, 11:59 p.m. is when the sale ends, and that's automated. And that's when the deals go away. So, Private Pilot, if you were at our monthly normal price of $97 a month, that's $1,164. You can get it right now for $397, keep it for a full 12 months. And you will not be rebilled. One-time billing, it'll go 12 months and then it'll expire. And if you want to come back on another special, you want to come back monthly, or you want to upgrade to professional pilot later, that's always an option. Pro Pilot, this is for somebody who, you know, you're working on some different ratings, private plus some advanced ratings, and you don't want to switch around. Oh, I need the private. Now I need the commercial. Now I need the instrument. You can do a one-time charge or one-time fee. This gives you 24 months access, Get your private done, start working on your commercial. Get your commercial done, start working on your instrument. Or go to CFI, whatever your choice is. That is a savings of $400. That's normally $997. That's the normal advertised price, and people pay that. Because it's still the value. It really is. Pro Pilot Lifetime, normally $1,800, $997. It means it doesn't expire. That's a $997. That's $1,000. If you're paying, Brian Rutledge and I figured this up. If you're paying per hour, say $65 an hour, and we figured like 40 hours per rating of ground time, one-on-one, if you're paying an instructor for private commercial CFI instrument, that's $9,600. You could cut that in half, or you could cut it more than half if you're doing ground school on your own, using us as a supplement. You could cut half that, easily cut down on the training that you're doing one-on-one, and even more. We have some people that use us for everything. Kyle Nace that was just here, he flew with people, they did all the flying. He said, for 6 months, I've been doing nothing but watching at least 2 hours a night of HOGS, something. And he said, I totally did the rating with your ground school. Totally. So people can do it. And then this one. People love the Zooms. I'm telling you, you'll get what Brian and I have agreed on. It's not because we're like so smart and we're just like geniuses. That's not what it is. We've been around for a while and we see what goes on in the industry and we understand people's struggles. And usually what happens, somebody has a mountain ahead of them, or they're looking at this mountain of this ground training they're trying to get over. And they're overwhelmed. They're like, oh my God, I'm never gonna get this. Brian and I have both agreed. We can usually straighten you out much quicker than what you think. Your problem that's ahead of you seems like this mountain, and by the time we give you a little guidance and work with you a little bit, we change that mountain into a molehill where you go, you know what? Okay, I can get over this hurdle. And this can be whether you're working on the private or any of the other ratings, or help with your career and your path and how you get from point A to point B. We can help you from all that, just because together Brian and I would have over 50 years of experience in the helicopter industry. So we have experience to share with you. We've done the dumb stuff. We know what causes people problems only because we've been there, done that. That's it. So that one does sell at $2,800, and people buy it because it's lifetime, all the ratings, and then those 6 Zooms, those are worth, $300 a piece. They are, just because we're not Joe Blow average everyday instructors. We're people that can help you make the rating happen. It is what it is. It's not bragging. It's the real deal. We know how to get you through. So, anything I need to answer before we go?
No.
Kyle is here? Oh, different Kyle. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Nice. 90
lessons in there.
90 lessons of the private pilot course. Wow. Very cool. Awesome. So there you go. Heather is here right now talking to you in chat. She left the HOGS phone home. It's a mobile phone. She's going to check text messages and phone calls when she gets home. If between you want to talk to her right now, chat real quick before we go, or email her, heather@helicopterground.com. She'll get your response right away. Remember, with the big Pro Pilot, with the 6 Zooms, Heather's going to send you this after you sign up. She's going to email you, welcome you aboard, as she does with every single member, and then she's going to say, what's your address to ship you this? In the 6 Zooms, inside when you sign up, you can go in and pick your times for your Zoom sessions. It's in your library, and I think it's called Zoom Sessions. You can go in there and pick a time that works for you, and if there's nothing that fits your schedule, we can always come up with something, because my Zoom is listed in there. We can always get Brian's Zoom too, so we'll get them scheduled for you, and it's kind of a neat deal because you'll see, okay, here's here's Zoom 1, and we can put notes in there. What are we gonna talk about, or what did we talk about? What are we gonna do in the next session? So we can plan these out. And that's why we based our final approach course that we're doing now, that we just did a couple weeks ago, or a week ago. We lay it all out, right? So that you have, after we do the first time talking with you, we'll then lay out a course of training for the next 5 sessions. So each time we're gonna know what we're gonna talk about the next time, and we'll give you some type of an assignment. Say, okay, let's say you're struggling with aerodynamics. Just giving you an example, we may say, okay, Go back into HOGS, go back into private pilot. We don't care you're working on commercial, we don't care you're working on CFI. Go back into private pilot and go through all those aerodynamic videos again, because maybe that's where you're struggling. Review those before we come back next week, if we're gonna do like say one a week, which works out pretty good, one a week. And we want you to read this, the aerodynamics, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna work through it again. So we'll come up with a course that works for you. One of our guys just got a check ride done who had some different struggles, and he went with Pro Pilot with 6 zooms. And at the end he goes, dude, I can't tell you how much, he goes, you got me through it. And the hurdles that he was having, they weren't that difficult, but he needed somebody on the outside to go, you know what your instructor did was good. What he did there was good, I like that. What he did there was good, but that right there, that was a problem. And he should have never taught you that, and you shouldn't be doing it. Across the board, this is something in the helicopter field that we just don't do, and an instructor was teaching him to do something that nobody thinks this is acceptable. With some other small issues that we helped him get through. So, power in the Zoom, that's right. Text or call Heather, 574-767-1797. Email Heather at helicopterground.com. We'll see you in the next video.
Did you want to roll that again or name?
Yeah, here. In case you missed the deals, here they are. Oh, you got it ready?
Yep.
Here's the deals. See ya. Memorial Day sale is on now. All of our courses have a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee, no hassle guarantee. We've had that in place for 10 years. Heather's right here, and she's talking to you in chat. You can text or call her anytime at 574-767-1797. HOGS memberships, you can save on anything. Whether you've never been with us or you want to come back or you want to switch from what you currently have, here are our deals. Private pilot, normally $97 a month. Now is only $67 a month until June 1st. That's $30 a month as long as you keep the course. Anybody can get that deal now, and you're locked in at $30 off. We'll jump over here to advanced pilot, same thing. That's normally $97, now only $77. That's private commercial instrument CFI. Private commercial instrument CFI. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
That's all of them, all the courses. Then we have a 12-month deal that we normally call the 12 months pay for 6 access. So that would normally cost you $1,164 if you want month to month. We have a 6-month deal, and we just counted that, $397. So that's a savings of $767 on that one. So there's 3 options for you: private pilot monthly, private pilot 12 months access, that's the smoking hot deal, or advanced pilot, that's $20 off a month as long as you keep the courses. Then we go down here to the more advanced stuff, and we have the professional pilot 24 months, normally $997. That is $597, save $400, ends June 1st. Then your professional pilot lifetime, that's all the courses. Professional pilot 24 months access is all the courses. Professional pilot lifetime, normally $1,800, and people pay full price for this because you keep it. It never expires. That is only $997 through June 1st. That's savings today of $803. And then professional pilot with 6 Zoom sessions. That's $2,800. People pay $2,800 for lifetime with the 6 Zooms that are invaluable to those of you that need that one-on-one help. Now only $1,997. That ends June 1st. So today you can also save $803. So any questions? We'll go back up here. Text or call Heather, 574-767-1797. You can also email her, heather@helicopterground.com. She monitors the phone 7 days a week, so you can call or text anytime. Same thing with the email. We answer emails 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year. We don't wait. You email us on Friday night. We don't wait till Monday. You get a response from us.